Barakathu Yahweh, Barakathu Yahweh Shai, Barakathu Yahweh, Barakathu Yahweh Shai, Barakathu Yahweh, Barakathu Yahweh Shai, Barakathu Yahweh, Barakathu Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, all praise is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Double honor the apostles, bishops, elders, a great millstone, and shalom to brothers on the highways and byways, doing the works sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We have found that number to be delivered. All right. I want to start off by saying, Salakia, I'm a little under the weather. You know how that shit goes, man. I'm, push on through. All right. So we're gonna speak a little bit about, the upending of the workforce and the employees who believe that, Donald Trump is doing an awful thing by, stripping all these jobs and, firing all these people, right? So, let me put my glasses on. Give me 1 second, fellas. Give me 1 second. So the first scripture I want to go to is this. Let's go to Psalms 146:3. It says, "Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help." All right? Now, this is where Donald Trump got your ass. All right? The American people, they consistently believe that they're the ones that put these people in office. All right? And since you believe you put these people in office, they need to abide by what your feelings are on what you believe. Well, let me tell y'all something. That can't be farther from the truth, man. Your vote, your popular vote didn't do a damn thing about putting Donald Trump in office. All right? So therefore, now you people are feeling betrayed because he's starting to do all these things with all these executive orders that he signed. Now you're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. He never had any loyalty to you. All right? You are just a product or a casualty of his executive orders. And I don't think people realize how much, confusion and disruption is going to be brought forth because of what he's doing. All right? So, let me get a quick video, quick clip. Let's run it.
Right here, right now, a massive protest in the shadow of the U.S. Capitol against President Trump and Elon Musk's overhaul of the federal government, and more specifically, the firing of thousands of federal workers. We've got some federal workers here in the crowd, some still on the job, who say they're fearful of losing their jobs, or they're fearful that the important roles they do will have serious impacts after the departments and agencies they work for are gutted. But we've also talked to some fired federal workers who tell us a bomb dropped on them last week when they were told that they would be laid off, and that key functions have now been entirely eliminated, from the Department of Education to certain financial regulatory arms to even confusion with an agency that is in charge of the U.S. nuclear stockpile. Staffers there fired and then rehired. We've talked to federal employees who say that they expect these firings to continue. They continued over the weekend, and they will continue into this week. These demonstrators saying that in their view, these terminations are illegal. They're calling on Congress to rein this in, but the executive branch, President Trump, Elon Musk, saying they are well within their rights to terminate these employees. Right here.
Okay. Again, put not your trust in man, in whom there is no help. And this is exactly what you people have done. All right? And now they're going to according to what they want to be, how they want to see things done. All right? So, what I was saying was the effects that this is going to have. When we read the scriptures, we understand things happen in phases. All right? You're going to have one phase, certain things are going to go down. Another phase, certain things are going to go down, and so on and so forth. We understand that. All right? But what's going to happen with the closing of these stores, the closing of these jobs, it's going to push that disruption of uncertainty. Right? Let's go here. Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. All right. So we're heading right for those evil days. The phase of evil is coming upon us. All right. It says, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinding cease, because there are few. All right? The grinding is slowly ceasing, and it's a controlled cease. These businesses is gonna be like rolling thunder. They're gonna just start shutting down one by one, because ultimately, the best way to control a people is to control their food intake, control their spending, put them in a chokehold, make them beg for mercy. Okay? When you got somebody in some type of Kimura chokehold or whatever, Kimura or chokehold or whatever, when you inflicting some kind of pain on somebody, what are they going to do? They're going to tap out. The American people are going to have no choice but to tap out. And then how much more easy it is to control the masses. Right now, people are up in arms because they're using as what they believe their constitutional rights to let their voices be heard. But pretty soon, all this shit's going to be shut down. All right? And it says, and the grinding cease because there are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. What do you think is going to happen with these people, man? What do you think is going to happen with these people? Their future is now grim. And this is from Opera News. It says, Elon Musk doesn't even know my job exists. Fired federal worker says. A little bit of article. This was 2 hours ago. It says, among the hundreds of people chanting, Elon Musk has to go. And no one elected Elon in front of the U.S. Capitol on Monday, where recent fired federal workers left devastated and uncertain by their termination. Elon Musk doesn't even know my job exists, right? So all that being said, these people that you see here, all right, they're going to start, getting into a mindset where there's no food coming in, there's no money coming in, it's uncertain times. But that's just the start of it, man. This is just the tip of the iceberg. All right? Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and all these characters, they got some shit for your ass. You best believe that shit. All right? All you people who voted for Donald Trump, who you thought was gonna make America great again, I can probably surmise that the majority of those federal workers voted for Trump. And why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? They didn't want to go back to Joe Biden. They wasn't with that Biden administration and the way they was, spending and not spending and implementing ABC, whatever. Only for these people to turn around and find out that Donald Trump has now ruined their life, as they say. All right? This is our second of 16. Starting at 17. It says, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. All right? Now, we spoke about the phases. We're about to enter into that beginning of sorrow phase, which is also, in league with the time of Jacob's trouble. Forgive me, brothers, forgive me. My voice is gone. but it's also in tandem with the time of Jacob's trouble. All right? What do you think is going to happen, man? What do you think these people are going to start doing out here? It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? A lot of you people aren't even anywhere near prepared or even considering or even ready for the shit that's about to go down. Now, you can't blame nobody because the Lord has set up his prophets. The Lord has commanded them to give them warning, to speak to these nations. As it is written in Isaiah the 34th chapter, come ye nations to hear and hearken. That word hearken means to listen. Nobody's listening. Nobody cares. But again, you have now entered into a certain phase where you're going to start seeing a lot of changes. All right? Changes that you and your mayor, your governor, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop, man. This cat Donald Trump is gonna be on a roll. Him and my man Elon. Now we of the hopeful elect. We ain't concerned, you know. We ain't concerned of what their agenda is. We're not concerned of, them cutting the jobs. We're not concerned with them, rounding up people. Because we have a protector and a guidance who is controlling our paths, who is controlling what we do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai. Okay? That's who we trust in. That's who we believe in. And that's who we know is the orchestrator of all this. But to you people out on the outside of this thing, you're going to feel it, man. You're going to really feel it hard. Not saying we ain't going to feel it either, but y'all going to get it, man. Let me continue on. It says, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So the Lord's going to send these things upon this earth, man. All right? It's something new every day with the Trump administration. There's an executive order, being revealed every other day or so. What Trump gonna do? Department of Education gonna get shut down. And Elon Musk said we need to totally get rid of some of these entities. And he said, because if we don't, you're still gonna have the root. And if the root is left inside, the root can still grow. He said that's why we got to eliminate every ounce of these agencies. All right? So they're thinking 3 and 4, 5 steps ahead, man. This whole laying off or firing, that's not even anywhere remotely close to what they really got going on in their heads, man. All right? You people are just collateral. You people are just, you just happen to be in the wrong place. That's the way it goes. All right. It says, verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victual shall be good and cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, great confusion. So again, those phases that we're coming into, great confusion is still going to be upon us, man. Sword, famine. Now, when you have a country where everybody's working, everybody's maintaining, everybody's able to, sustain themselves, you're not going to have uprisings. All right? You're not going to have, seditions. But the minute society breaks down, The minute they start pulling the plug on people's ability to financially support themselves, now you're going to have, the civil war, the insurrections. All right. This is what it's coming to. These are the things that are coming. When a man has nothing to lose but everything to gain, he gonna go all out and put his life on the line for it. And we, as the hopeful elect, we're gonna sit back and watch this shit unfold, man. These protests, you're gonna see more and more protests sweeping right through this country. They're gonna start coming out in their local, communities, in their local, courtyards. And then something's gonna pop off where they're gonna start turning on each other like rabid dogs, man. But this has all been strategically set up. This ain't no coincidence, all right? This ain't no, it'll be over in, a couple weeks. We in it, man. This is it. All right, this is Matthew 24. I'll start at 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." Even as we bounce around from book to book, they're all telling the same story. Why are they telling that same story? Because we're all on the same timeline. They're all speaking about the same time period. All right? And again, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Didn't Ezra say the same damn thing? The beginning of sorrows. This is the very time period that these things are going to start popping off, man. It says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake." Okay? And that's another phase that's going to come upon us. All right? Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Why is that? Because one's going to have something, the other's not going to have it. One's going to feel a certain way, the other one's going to disagree with it. All right? And a lot of that betraying of one another has already started, man. Since Trump got into office, people who were friends and were close, they're not that close anymore. All right? Because of their beliefs and in the structure of how this thing's being put together or portrayed. They're not close anymore. All right? One may say, I support Donald Trump and I support the removing of the immigrants. Another may say, I don't believe in that. So here you have it. All right? But you best believe, as it is written, I'll read it again. Verse 10, "And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another." You see? We haven't come into that phase yet, but it's building up to that. It's building up, slowly but surely. Because believe it or not, regardless of what Trump does, you're going to always have the die-hard Trump fans. Even when Trump smacks them around and kicks them down, kick them while they're down, they're still going to believe in that man. And for you Jakes out here who are walking around with these MAGA hats on, see, Jake is funny, man. Jake is funny. See, Judah, I should say, primarily. Judah knows that they were the center of attention, at one point with slavery, and Judah was getting it bad, right? Judah was getting it bad. And now that heat has turned off of them, and now it's on Issachar, it's on Levi, Jake steadfast in America, boy. Yeah, get them out of here. They're illegals, get them out of here. I can't even tell you how many Jakes I be talking to, and they got that same ideology of get them out of here. They're breaking our country down. All this bullshit. Well, newsflash. You ain't out of the woods, niggas. You ain't out the woods, man. You are far from out of the woods. All right? How do we know that? Just look at Rex 84. That shit is still up and breathing, man. They've given life to that. Rex 84. The King Alfred plan. All right? So, Jake, you gonna go right back into it, man. Again, the Lord didn't play around and make a mistake when he said and spoke about the time of Jacob's trouble. And Judah being that head tribe, they know exactly who they gonna get, man, who they want to get real good. You Judites out there, they gonna come for you hard, man. You the head tribe. You the tribe that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai sprang out of. And they know that. And they know who you are. So be on the lookout, man. Be on the lookout. Verse 11. And many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. The love of many shall wax cold. What does that mean? People ain't gonna give a goddamn of what you got going on or how you feel. Or what ailments you may have. Or how old you are. You think they make these goddamn movies for no reason? Them Purges and Book of Eli and The Road, all kinds of other movies. What's that movie with Dustin Hoffman? It's eluding my mind right now. But all these movies show some type of uprising, some type of sorrow, some type of confusion, all the other words that elude me right now. But these movies show it, man. So Esau systematically, and he continued to do so. As a matter of fact, there's another movie coming out. You brothers want to check it out, a little series on Netflix called, I believe it was Day Zero, with Robert De Niro. Someone dropped, may have been some type of bomb or a nuclear pocket bomb or something. I just seen a quick preview of it. But in the movie, in the series, they show a couple clips. The military going door to door, ramming doors down, dragging people out their house. This is what's coming here, man. This is what's coming here. It sounds far-fetched because nothing like this has ever happened in America. All right? People go to these sporting arenas and they're cheering USA, USA. They want to, hold the flag up proud. But this is going to be that prison planet that your man always spoke about. That's going to be America. You are trapped. There's no way out. You're going to be like lab rats when they stick you with that chip. They're going to stick you with that. All right? They're going to control you, control your mind. They're already altering your DNA. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. We amongst some real devious individuals, some real devious spirits, man. And the Lord gave them the okay to do whatever they're doing, So it's just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of time. So right there, I'm going to end it with that, Lord willing. I'm going to come back and see you brothers in another one. I'm going to say shalom for now.